The cameras weren't supposed to catch this. The reunion stage was already pure chaos. But what went down between Joc and Kirk? It wasn't just a fight. It was an all-out war, chairs flying, microphones cut, security swarming, and producers screaming for order as decades of friendship collapsed in a matter of seconds. But the real shocker? Kendra, who everyone thought would stay quiet, just broke her silence in. What she revealed has fans shaking, crying, and choosing sides like never before. When Joc and Kirk's fists flew, the entire cast froze. These were brothers, business partners, the so-called unbreakable bond of love and hip-hop Atlanta. But behind the scenes, leaked audio, betrayal, and secret deals were already tearing them apart. And now Kendra has confirmed the rumors we weren't supposed to hear. In her own words, raw and unfiltered, she exposed what really triggered Joc to snap, and let's just say the truth is darker, dirtier, and way more personal than anybody could have imagined. Social media is already in flames. Hashtags trending, fans in tears, and celebrities weighing in on the fallout. But Kendra's statement? It didn't just add fuel to the fire, it poured gasoline on it. She named names, called out betrayal, and hinted that Joc and Kirk's fight wasn't just about money or ego, it was about a secret that could destroy families. So, buckle up. Because this isn't just a reunion brawl. This is the unraveling of ATL's tightest circle, and Kendra lit the match. The lights had barely dimmed when chaos erupted. What was supposed to be just another messy love and hip-hop reunion turned into one of the most shocking meltdowns in reality TV history. Joc and Kirk, brothers in music, in business, and in betrayals napped in front of the cameras in a way nobody could have scripted. But while fans are still reeling from the images of fists flying, security guards holding them back, and cast members screaming in shock, what came after was even more explosive. Because for the first time since the scandal broke, Kendra has decided to break her silence. And trust me, she didn't whisper, she detonated. It all started with the fight itself. At first, things seemed typical. Shady jokes, slick comments, messy edits designed to make us laugh. Joc was seated just a few chairs down from Kirk, sipping on water, grinning like he always does when he's about to stir the pot. Kirk, meanwhile, had that cold stare. The one fans know means he's already boiling. The argument started small money. Kirk accused Joc of mishandling their joint club promotion deal, claiming half the money vanished before it even hit the books. Joc fired back with, "Nah, you the one using business checks to pay off side chicks?" The crowd gasped. The host tried to mediate, but Joc wasn't done. He pulled out what looked like screenshots, text messages allegedly between Kirk and a woman who was not Rashida. The room froze. Rashida's eyes widened, cast members whispered, and the audience clutched their pearls. Kirk leaped out of his chair, Joc stood up too, and within seconds, the reunion set turned into a live boxing ring. Security jumped in, but not before Joc landed one swing across Kirk's jaw. Cameras cut, the feed went black, but the damage was done. Clips from audience phones leaked within minutes, flooding Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. Hashtags like hashtag JOCV's Kirk, hashtag Brotherhood Broken, and hashtag not RASHEEDA shot to the top of trending lists. But here's where it gets messy. Because when the dust settled backstage, when the shouting stopped echoing through the studio halls, someone else was standing there with the weight of the world on her shoulders. Kendra, Joc's wife. The one who has stood beside him through cheating scandals, secret kids, and endless headlines. The woman who, until now, kept her composure like a fortress. But this time, Kendra couldn't stay silent, according to multiple insiders. Producers begged Kendra to keep her comments light for damage control. They wanted her to brush it off, laugh, and play the loyal wife role. But Kendra wasn't having it. Hours later, she went live on Instagram. No glam team, no rehearsed script. Just raw emotion. Her voice trembled at first, but then came the fire. "Y'all saw the fight? You think that was just about money? No, that was about betrayal. That was about secrets. And I've been holding mine for too long. The internet stopped breathing. Fans flooded her live comments, scrolling faster than she could read. Everyone expected her to defend Joc. But what Kendra dropped instead was the kind of confession that burns an empire down. She revealed that Joc and Joc's fallout had been brewing for months, not weeks. Not days. According to Kendra, Joc discovered months ago that Kirk had been quietly sabotaging one of his side businesses. Joc apparently confided in Kendra, but she kept it quiet, hoping it would resolve itself. Then came the reunion, and Joc's temper finally snapped. But that wasn't all. Kendra claimed she had receipts, texts, emails, even voice notes. Allegedly. Kirk wasn't just undermining Joc's businesses, he was using Joc's name to make shady deals with promoters and pocketing the profits. Worse, she claimed Kirk went so far as to spread rumors about Joc's fidelity to distract from his own mess. Imagine your so-called brother telling people your marriage is fake while he's out here doing dirt behind his wife's back. That's what Joc has been living with. Fans went wild. Screenshots of her live hit every blog within minutes. The Shade Room reposted clips with a caption. Kendra said what she said. Hollywood Unlocked chimed in. Is this the end of the brotherhood? Even Bossip wrote, this tea is too hot for our mugs. But the comments weren't just messy, they were brutal. Some fans sided with Joc, saying Kirk had always been shady, always using Joc's energy to prop up his own fading relevance. Others came for Kendra, accusing her of exposing too much, too fast, claiming she was trying to make herself the center of the drama. One fan wrote, Sis could have stayed silent, but nah, she had to set fire to the whole ATL. But it didn't stop there. Just when people thought Kendra's rant was over, she dropped the line that made the entire internet lose its collective mind. You want to know what really started this fight? It wasn't about money. It wasn't even about cheating. It was about a recording Joc found. A recording of Kirk saying he never trusted him, never respected him, and that Joc would always place second to him. That's what broke him. Boom. A recording. Fans went ballistic. Where was it? Who leaked it? How long had it been hidden? Within hours, rumors spread that Joc had played the audio for a few castmates before the reunion. And word had gotten back to Kirk. That's why Kirk was already heated when the cameras started rolling. That's why Joc was ready with screenshots. And that's why fists flew faster than producers could yell cut. Then came the biggest twist of all. Midway through her life, Kendra paused. She looked straight into the camera, eyes red, voice cracking, and said, I told Joc to walk away. I told him it wasn't worth it. But now it's too late. Everybody knows. And if Kirk wants to keep playing games, then I guess it's time y'all hear the rest of it. Because Joc wasn't the only one betrayed. The live cut out. Black screen, silence. Fans screamed in the comments. Bloggers hit refresh 100 times. People DM'd her begging for part 2. But nothing. Kendra disappeared, leaving the world hanging on that cliff. What did she mean? Who else was betrayed? Was Rashida involved? Was another cast member part of the scandal? Or was this deeper than anyone imagined? Within minutes, Twitter had turned into a virtual courtroom. Theories flew. Some swore Kendra was about to expose Kirk for hiding another child. Others believed she was hinting at Joc's own betrayal, that maybe the fight was staged to cover his mess. Still, others thought Rashida had known about Kirk's side hustle all along and was protecting him in silence. And then came the celebrity reactions. Spice dropped a cryptic tweet. Sometimes the closest ones will cut the deepest. Erica Mena posted an Instagram story of her sipping wine with the caption, Karma always spins the block. Even Mama D couldn't resist, going live to declare, I've been knew Kirk was shady. He's been playing y'all since season 1. Don't act surprised now. By morning, the fight wasn't just reunion gossip, it was national news. Entertainment Tonight covered it. TMZ ran with it. Even Wendy Williams' replacement host did a segment, calling it the implosion of Atlanta's brotherhood. And still, fans waited for Kendra to return. Because the one thing more dangerous than a woman scorned is a woman with receipts. And she promised she had them. But before she could speak again, a leak hit the blogs. she could speak again, a leak hit the blogs. An anonymous email sent to multiple outlets contained a short, grainy audio clip. The voice was muffled, but clear enough. Joc doesn't deserve respect. He's reckless. He's sloppy. He's lucky Rashida even lets him sit at our table. The voice sounded exactly like Kirk. The clip went viral. Millions of plays in hours. Fans demanded answers. Bloggers screamed, "The recording is real." And Joc, he stayed silent, which only made the mystery grow. But then came the real question, the one nobody was ready for. If Kirk could talk like that about Joc, his so-called brother, what else was he hiding? And more importantly, what else does Kendra know? The leaked audio spread like wildfire. By sunrise, the internet wasn't just buzzing, it was burning. Twitter threads broke down every syllable. Instagram Reels remixed Kirk's voice into diss tracks. And TikTok detectives slowed the clip down, matched waveforms, and confirmed what fans already believed. It was Kirk, talking slick behind Joc's back. And just when people thought the story couldn't get messier, Kendra came back. This time, she wasn't on Instagram Live. She dropped a statement through a close friend's account. A woman named Tasha, who's been in Joc's circle for years. It was simple, brutal, and to the point. Y'all haven't even heard half of it. The fight was the explosion, but the bomb was planted months ago. And if Rashida keeps covering for Kirk, her name is going to be in this too. The internet collapsed. Not Rashida. The queen of Boss Up. The one whose fans had crowned the most unshakable woman in love and hip-hop history. Blogs immediately spun headlines. Did Rashida know? Is she protecting Kirk again? Kendra promises more receipts. The drama snowballed when a second leak hit the blogs. This time, it wasn't just audio, it was text messages. Screenshots allegedly from Kirk's burner phone showing him messaging a promoter about Joc's whereabouts. One text read, "Don't let Joc know about this deal. I'll cut him out and we'll split the extra." Another one said, "Tell people Joc ain't reliable. I'll handle Rashida if it comes back on me." Fans went feral. Instagram comments under Rashida's latest fashion post turned into a battlefield. "Sis, why are you always cleaning up his mess?" One wrote. Another, "We love you, but enough is enough. Divorce him already." Still others defended her, saying she shouldn't be dragged into men's business. But the division was sharp: Team Kendra versus Team Rashida. Team Joc versus Team Kirk. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, insiders claimed Rashida was livid. She allegedly stormed out of a production meeting, screaming that Joc was trying to destroy her family. He is jealous. He is always jealous. That man doesn't want to see anybody happy if it ain't him. The clip of her shouting leaked hours later, filmed secretly by a crew member. You could hear producers begging her to calm down, but Rashida wasn't having it. And then came the twist nobody saw coming. A blogger dropped an anonymous tip claiming that Joc wasn't entirely innocent either. The blog alleged that Joc had been feeding Kendra details for weeks, details he never planned to share publicly. Why? Because he wanted leverage over Kirk, according to the leak. Joc was playing chess the whole time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And that perfect moment. The reunion stage, when Kendra saw the blog post, she couldn't keep quiet. She fired off another live face bear. Eyes tired but fiery. "Let me clear this up before y'all twist it. Joc did not want this out. I begged him to expose Kirk months ago and he said no, because he didn't want to drag Rashida. But when Kirk started running his mouth, Joc lost it. And I don't blame him. But don't get it twisted, my husband ain't innocent either. He's been hurt, and hurt people make messy choices." That last line was different. Fans began asking, what messy choices? Did Joc retaliate against Kirk behind the scenes? Did he betray Kendra too? Was she holding back even more? As the internet spiraled, celebrities began weighing in. Safari tweeted, "Brothers fight, but money always tells the truth." Spice went on IG Live, shaking her head, saying, "This is why I don't mix business and family. It never ends well." Even 50 Cent dropped a meme of Joc and Kirk photoshopped into a boxing ring. Captioned, "Pay-per-view coming soon." The blogs couldn't keep up. Every hour, new layers peeled back. And then came the mother of all reveals, a secret group chat leak. Screenshots showed messages between Kirk, Joc, and other ATL cast members. The chat was full of shade, side deals, and thinly veiled threats. In one screenshot, Kirk wrote, "If Joc doesn't get in line, I'll air out his dirt. Don't make me go there." Another one from Joc read, "Try me. I'll burn this whole thing down." It was pure gasoline on the fire. And Kendra, she wasn't done pouring. In her latest bombshell, she hinted that Joc and Kirk's fight wasn't just about money or betrayal, it was about a woman. Ask Kirk why he is so mad. Ask him why he was at my house at 3 a.m. talking slick about Joc when Joc wasn't home. Ask him who he was really there to see. The chat went dead silent for a moment. Then social media imploded. Was Kendra hinting at herself? At another woman in Joc's orbit? At someone in Rashida's circle? Memes, theories, and accusations started flying faster than anyone could track. One fan tweeted, "If Kendra says Kirk was creeping around her, it's over. Joc will never forgive him." Another wrote, "This is about to turn from brother beef to full-on family war." The reunion footage had already broken the internet. But now the story was personal, scandalous, and downright nuclear. Joc's silence only made things worse. Kirk refused to comment. Rashida posted a cryptic black screen on IG with the caption, "God sees everything," and Kendra. She went quiet again, leaving fans desperate for her next move. But then the final twist of the night. A leaked voicemail surfaced, allegedly from Joc to a close friend. His voice was shaky, emotional. "I ain't even mad about the money anymore. It's respect. Kirk was supposed to be my brother. And if what Kendra says is true, if he really crossed that line, then it's done. I'll never look at him the same again." The voicemail ended with Joc choking back tears. The internet cried with him. Fans who had once laughed at his messy antics were suddenly sympathetic. "Joc doesn't deserve this," one user wrote. Another, "This is deeper than TV. This is real-life betrayal." And yet, despite the sympathy, one question lingered in every corner of social media. What did Kirk really do at Kendra's house that night? Was it business, betrayal, or something far more intimate? The cliffhanger was brutal. Fans begged for answers, bloggers hunted for receipts, and Kendra's silence screamed louder than words. The fight may have started on stage, but now it was tearing through every living room, every phone screen, every headline. And one thing was clear: the brotherhood of Joc and Kirk wasn't just broken, it was shattered. But the storm wasn't over. Because if Kendra kept her promise to tell the rest, then the darkest secrets hadn't even been revealed yet. And the next bombshell. Sources said it would make the fight look like child's play. The storm that had already ripped through Atlanta was about to hit its peak. The leaked texts, the shady group chat, the explosive fight, none of it compared to what Kendra unleashed next. Because when she returned, this time in a sit-down interview with a popular blogger, she didn't just talk. She detonated. The interviewer barely got the first question out before Kendra leaned forward, eyes blazing. "Everybody keeps asking me why Joc swung on Kirk. Why he risked it all on that stage. It wasn't just the money. It wasn't just the disrespect. It was the betrayal. Y'all don't even know the half of it. Kirk wasn't just creeping around on Rashida. He was playing a game that involved me, too." The internet gasped in real time as the interview premiered live on YouTube. Comments scrawled like wildfire. WHAT. She said what? Not Kendra and Kirk. Kendra continued. "That night Joc wasn't home. Kirk showed up at my door. He wasn't there to talk business. He wasn't there as a brother. He was there because he wanted me to turn on Joc. He wanted me to back him, not my husband. He said Joc was reckless, unstable, unfit to run a business, unfit to be a man. And if I sided with him, he'd make sure I never had to worry about money again." The interviewer sat frozen. Fans watching screamed in the comments. Twitter erupted with hashtags like hashtag Kendra exposes Kirk, hashtag betrayal in ATL, and hashtag not Kendra 2, ATL, and hashtag not Kendra 2. But Kendra wasn't done. She claimed Kirk hinted at things even darker, suggesting he could take care of Joc's debts and problems if she played her cards right. The implication was clear, and it made fans sick. Kirk wasn't just shady in business, he was trying to fracture Joc's marriage. And then came the jaw dropper. Kendra pulled out her phone, opened her gallery, and played a recording. The voice was unmistakably Kirk's. "Kendra, you are too loyal. Joc gone drag you down. You need to think about yourself. I can give you better." The blogger's jaw dropped. The internet screamed. Within minutes, the clip was reposted across every platform. Memes popped up instantly, Kirk's face photoshopped onto snakes, onto homewreckers, onto Judas at the Last Supper. Fans were merciless. But as the internet cheered Kendra for finally speaking out, Rashida snapped. According to insiders, she stormed out of her store, Frost Bistro, when reporters swarmed her for comments. Hours later, she went live. No makeup, eyes swollen, voice trembling. "Y'all keep dragging me like I'm the villain in this? I didn't ask for any of this. Joc and Kendra can say what they want, but that's still my husband. And until I see proof in my own hands, I'm standing by him." The live show drew over 200,000 viewers. Some fans begged her to leave Kirk. Others dragged her for enabling. But what made it worse? Minutes into her live, commenters began spamming the leaked audio clip of Kirk's voice. Rashida froze, read the comments, then abruptly ended the stream. The silence was deafening. Meanwhile, Joc broke his own silence. He posted a cryptic tweet. "When family stabs you, the scar never heals. Pray for me." Within seconds, it hit 1 million impressions. Fans flooded him with love, but some accused him of orchestrating the chaos for clout. After all, Joc was no stranger to missand the timing. Right before new music rumors seemed suspicious to some, but then Joc's pain became undeniable. A second voicemail leaked, this one longer roar. Joc's voice cracked as he told a friend, "I don't even care about the show anymore. This was my brother. We went through everything together. And for him to come at my wife? Nah, that's a line you don't cross. I can forgive a lot, but not that. Not ever." The internet wept. Fans who once laughed at Joc's antics rallied behind him, sending love, prayers, and support. But others whispered, if Joc had all these receipts, why did it take a reunion fight for him to show them? Then, like gasoline on a bonfire, Mama D entered the chat. She went live from her living room, glass of wine in hand. "Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I say Kirk was no good? He has been trifling since the 2000s. Joc baby, you ain't wrong for swinging. I would have swung too. And Rashida girl, if you don't leave that man, you've gone drown with him." The gig went viral instantly, with fans dubbing her the truth-telling bishop of ATL. But the most shocking moment was still to come, because while Kendra's interview was still trending, another bombshell dropped, this time from a completely different source. A mysterious Reddit account posted what they claimed were emails between Kirk and a producer on the show. In them, Kirk allegedly begged producers to cut certain scenes involving Joc, threatening to sue if they aired. One line sent shivers down spines. "If Joc finds out what I said to Kendra, it's over for me." The receipts were damning. The emails spread like wildfire, convincing even the most skeptical fans that Kendra's story was true. And the fallout was immediate. Sponsors started pulling back from Kirk and Rashida's businesses. Bloggers whispered about VH1 considering a shakeup to distance the brand from the mess. And fans demanded accountability. Through it all, Kendra remained calm, collected, and most importantly, strategic. She posted a single message on her Instagram story, a black screen with white letters that read, "I told y'all. This isn't just reality TV. This is my reality, and I won't be silenced." The message sent chills by nightfall. Fans weren't just watching a love and hip-hop feud. They were witnessing the collapse of a dynasty. The brotherhood of Joc and Kirk was gone. Rashida was cornered. Kendra had risen as an unlikely heroine. And the internet couldn't get enough. But then, just when it seemed the dust might settle in, another clip leaked. This time, it wasn't Joc, it wasn't Kendra, it wasn't even Kirk. It was Rashida. Recorded privately, talking to a friend. Her voice trembling but fierce. If this is true, if he really did this to me, to Joc, to all of us, I'm done. I can't keep saving him. The clip was short, but it was the death knell. The final straw. Fans flooded Rashida's comments with encouragement. Leave him, sis. Protect your peace. We got your back. And for the first time in over a decade, it looked like Rashida might finally walk away. The episode ended on that cliffhanger. A marriage on the brink. A brotherhood destroyed. A woman, Kendra, merging from the shadows to expose it all. And a fandom left screaming, what happens next? Now listen closely, because if you've made it this far, you already know this ain't just another love and hip-hop storyline. This is history unfolding in real time. Secrets have been exposed. Marriages are cracking. Brotherhoods are destroyed, and Kendra's words just set Atlanta on fire. But trust me when I tell you this, what you've seen so far is only the tip of the iceberg. The next chapter? It's going to make everything we've covered look like child's play. And that's why you cannot afford to miss a single update. This isn't just gossip, it's a movement. It's a meltdown. It's a masterclass in betrayal caught live for the world to see. Every day, new receipts are leaking, new recordings are surfacing, and new betrayals are bubbling to the surface. Blink for even 1 second, and you'll be the last to know when the next bomb drops, so smash that like button until it breaks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you Team Kendra, Team Joc? Or are you still riding with Rashida and Kirk no matter what? I want to hear every theory, every prediction, and every wild conspiracy, because this saga is being written in real time, and your voice is part of the story. And above all, hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications all the way on, because the cameras are still rolling, the mics are still hot, and the truth, it hasn't even finished spilling yet. The war isn't over, it's just beginning. Isn't over, it's just beginning.